Hey folks, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. I've got a brand new Citizen for you today. Today we have the Citizen PRT 100 meter quartz, model number AW7039-01H. And as usual, we'll open it up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then I'll give you my overall impressions of this brand new offering from Citizen. Here you go, your typical Citizen watch box. You've seen this a million times. Let's go ahead and take out the canister here. Here's your Citizen documentation. You've got the limited 5-year warranty and general instructions pamphlet. You have got your registration pamphlet and your instruction manual in this little kind of like pamphlet slash folder. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and open this thing up, take a look at it. All right. Wow, man, this is really nice. I'm not normally a fan of brown watches. I mean, I don't mind a brown leather strap at all, but I've never been a fan of dials that are brown on watches. But this isn't really brown, this is more of a taupe, and that's not toupee, that's taupe, and I'll go ahead and put the spelling on the screen for you. Taupe is a mixture of brown and gray or silver, and it really has a nice color to it. Man, this is a great looking watch. All right, let's go ahead and dive deeper into this thing. As usual, I'll go ahead and put up all the specs on the left-hand side of the screen, and then we'll talk more about those later. All right, you're looking at a 42 millimeter case. It's 14 millimeters thick. It's on a 22 millimeter bracelet. It's 100 meters water resistant, which is 330 feet. It does have the Citizen J850 movement with the 8-month power reserve. You got your date function over there at 3 o'clock. It has a Cyclops over that date function. It has a mineral crystal. You're not going to get a sapphire in a watch in this price range. It has that really nice teal Citizen lume, a non-screw down crown over at 3 o'clock again. You have a power reserve indicator over here at 7:30, and I'll talk more about that later. Of course, you have overcharge prevention function and an insufficient charge warning. That's when the second hand starts to tick every 2 seconds to let you know you need to charge your watch. And obviously, you have the power reserve indicator too. So that's going to give you a definite warning when you need to go ahead and charge this thing up. That power reserve indicator is basically split up into 4 segments. Each segment is 2 months because it's an 8-month power reserve. So you'll have plenty of warning when you need to charge this thing. Not that you're really ever going to need to. If you wear this out in sunlight, just a couple of days a week, man, you're going to be fine. Even in incandescent light, fluorescent light, any type of light's going to charge this watch. You really should, if you wear it regularly, you're not going to have to worry about charging this thing. So anyway, let's talk about the case. Really nice case size. 42 millimeters is probably that's kind of like my Goldilocks case size. I think that's pretty much the perfect case size for any watch out there. I'm a big guy. It just looks perfect on me. It might look a little bit big on a little bit smaller guy, but I think it's, for me personally, it's the perfect case size. Very legible. Really, really like the indexes on these things. On this watch, they are applied. They're very big. They are absolutely full of lume, and I'll demonstrate that later as well. I love the Geneva stripes on the dial. You can see those little stripes right there. Those are called Geneva stripes for those not familiar with kind of Swiss watch terminology. Really, really like the dial. Super legible, tons of lume. The power reserve indicator is very easy to see. It's just a really well-designed, well-thought-out dial. Not too much fluff on there, not too much, extra writing or extra hands or anything like that. I mean, it's just a real simple, you got your minute, your hour, your second, your date window, and your power reserve indicator. I love, love, love a power reserve indicator on a watch. I love knowing how much time, whether it be an automatic or a quartz, I love knowing how much time I have left before I need to either recharge it or put it on the watch winder in the case of an automatic. I'm not normally a fan of leather straps, but this one's kind of like that broken in leather, like an old leather belt that you've had for 10 years that you just absolutely love. That's what this feels like right out of the box. I'm not a big leather strap fan, I'm just not, but man, this one's really comfortable, and I'll try this watch on a little bit later and show you a little bit more, but it's just really comfortable. It's thin, it's not super thick, it's real easy, it's gonna wear in easier because it's nice and thin. You've got a nice signed clasp right there, nice signed Citizen clasp. This is a true NATO style. As you can see, the extra leather goes across the case back of the watch. So this is a true NATO style strap, which gives you extra protection from the actual watch itself. So say, for instance, say something happens to this side of the strap, this side of the strap will keep the watch in, so the watch won't actually fall off your wrist. Same goes with this side. If something happens over here, the watch is still connected over here because of the type of NATO strap that this is. So I don't know if you can see that. Anybody who knows what NATO straps are going to know what I'm talking about. But basically, this gives you extra protection for not actually losing the watch if one of the spring pins falls out. So there you go. Nice knurling on the crown. Of course, you have some crown guards here. Nice knurling. Of course, this isn't a screw down crown. This isn't a dive watch, but nice knurling, nice grip on it. You just pull it out to its different positions to adjust the watch. Nice non-movable bezel. Really well done, kind of understated. Again, this isn't a dive watch, and normally I review just dive watches. Just a nice, you'll give you your incremental minutes up to 60. So that's nice if you're trying to time something, I guess, if you want to do that. I like the orange contrast on the power reserve indicator right there. Of course, you can't really see it right now because the minute hand's right over the indicator. Actually, let's go ahead and let me show you that too. There you go. There you go. Love that nice orange contrast, and it matches the second hand. Whoever designed this watch did a really good job. I mean, it's just, I like it. I like it a lot. There you go. Pretty cool. Now, I'm not quite sure what the PRT in this collection stands for. I'm guessing Power Reserve, but I don't know what the T stands for. And if anybody out there does, I did some research and I could not figure out what the T in PRT collection from Citizen stood for. I'm guessing, like I said, the P and the R is Power Reserve. No idea what the T is for. But anyway, let me unbuckle this thing. Let me try it on for you. And let me show you a little more in depth about what a NATO strap is. Now, a lot of times these NATO straps come in a nylon. And if you look right here, this is where the protection comes in. So if that pin pops out, the watch is still connected to this pin over here. And the same goes for this pin. If this spring pin pops out, it's still connected over here because you have this piece of leather that's attached to this piece of leather right there. It'll still keep a hold of the watch, and the actual watch itself won't fall off and you won't lose it, which is really cool, man. I like it. So really, really, really neat. All right, of course, you get on the back here, you have Citizen Genuine Leather, Citizen, and it says 22, which stands for 22 millimeter strap. Let's see if I can shine it. There you go. So just a really nice, man, I love this NATO strap. I've never seen a NATO strap made of this type of leather before. I mean, I'm sure they're out there. You just have one, you have two keepers, actually, over here, this one, and they're sewn into the strap. Normally not a big fan of these being sewn in, but these are far enough apart that it's not a big deal. Really cool. So let me go ahead and pause the video. Let me go ahead and try this thing on real quick, and I'll come back in a second. All right, I'm back. Guys, and the 2 or 3 women that are watching this video, this might be the most comfortable watch I have ever had on my wrist. Normally I'm a stainless steel bracelet guy, but good grief, this thing is comfortable. Looks great. I think I might have found the ultimate weekend/beater watch for 2017. Man, this is so comfortable. It's the leather. I mean, it's just the leather that's, kind of pre-faded and pre-worn in. Love it, love it, love it. So let me go ahead and take this thing off. We'll kill the studio light, and I'll show you the lume. Man, I don't even want to take the watch off. It's so comfortable. All right, let's go ahead and kill the studio light. Let's go ahead and zap this thing with some with the mag here. Now, Citizen Lume doesn't last nearly as long as Seiko Lumibrite, but I love their color so much better. I love that teal as opposed to the kind of the lime green you get with Seikos. There you go. I love that color. Really cool color lume. And there's a ton of it. I mean, the hands, the majority, I'd say like 75 or at least 50% of each minute and second hand, each minute, the minute and the hour hand are loomed. All the indexes have a ton of lume on them. Wow. Really, really nice job on the lume. And I love that color. So again, at least 50% of the minute hand and the hour hand are coated in lume. And of course, all of the indexes are totally covered. I'm trying to get this thing in focus for you. There you go. All right, so we can turn this light back on. So I mean, this is a real winner. I like this watch. I can't really find any fault with this watch. I like it a lot. I like the way it looks. I like its feature set. I love the bracelet. Really, really, really like the bracelet. This is a great looking watch. Let's take a look at the case back real quick. Let's see how this works. You take out the NATO strap, you pull this part, and I don't even know why I'm doing this. The case back's not a big deal. But just your typical laser etched Citizen case back. You know, it gives you a little bit of information about the watch, but there you go. So you can put this back in, and you put this back through, and there you go. There's your NATO watch strap. Really, really secure. I love these NATO watch straps. And I really, really like it in this type of leather here. Man, I think it's really comfortable. So you can get these for about $205 over at Amazon. There are multiple different versions of this watch. There are multiple different versions available on NATO, like this strap, leather and nylon. And there's two different versions on stainless steel straps, one with the black face, one with the white face. And I'll put links to all of those in the description field for you. This and probably the white face stainless steel are probably my favorite. That white face stainless steel kind of looks a little bit like a Rolex, not a Daytona, but the not a Yachtmaster. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, I'll put a picture of it up on the screen for you. Whatever this watch is. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Anyway, it kind of looks like that, but really good, really, really nice looking watches. Really, really impressed. So anyway, if you like this video, please click on like. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. I really do appreciate all of my subscribers. I'm coming up on almost 5,000 subscribers, and I'm really, really excited. I really appreciate y'all. And I wanted to actually mention one more thing. I'm doing this Patreon thing, and I don't have any subscribers or any patrons. If a couple of y'all could go, I just want to see if the thing works. I'm just curious. I want to, start creating videos, watch videos every single day. I mean, there are so many watch manufacturers out there. There are literally hundreds of watch manufacturers. Some of them are crap, some of them are awesome, some of them are right in between. But I'd really like to, get working on this Patreon. So if y'all could do that, if y'all, just a couple of y'all could become patrons, I'd really, really appreciate it, because if a couple of y'all do it, then a few more people will say, hey, well, look, he has a couple, and I'm trying to get this thing to snowball. So anyway, I really, really appreciate it if you would do that. I think the minimum you can do is $5 a month, and I think the max is up to $25. Anyway, it gives you all the different reward levels on Patreon if you want to do that. So anyway, with that being said, until the next review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Thanks for watching. And that's it. Bye-bye.